Hey everybody, it's Beth from Yoga and Reiki Bliss. Thanks so much for meeting me today. For our practice today, we're going to do a little asana practice that moves us in the frontal plane. And the frontal plane is one of the planes of motion, and it divides our body in half, front to back. So movements that either move us to the side, like a side step, or movements that side bend the torso, or even movements that move, say, your limbs away from the body and abduction, or bring them close to the body and adduction, happen in the frontal plane. And so I crave side bending movements, so I'm very excited to share this with you today. So let's hop on the mat. If you want to have a block, you can, or a book, but we probably won't use it. But let's give it a whirl. All right, so we're going to start. I'm facing the long side of my mat so that I have room side to side. And we're going to start in Tadasana. I like having my feet about the distance of my hips. And even here, I'm going to lift my toes and give them a spread so that side to side, they're a little bit wider. I'm just going to allow my feet to settle, my weight of my pelvis a little more over my ankles. My pelvis neither cat nor cow, so not tucked under, not tilted forward, right in the middle. And just a lovely feeling of trying to lengthen up through the back of my neck. It might even be interesting to notice when you breathe, can you let the breath move out side to side in the rib cage? As we take our next breath in, let's reach the arms out to the side and rise them up to the sky. And as you exhale, let your arms sweep out and back down. Let's do that again. Inhaling, reaching out and rising up. And as you exhale, sweeping out and down, just feeling the space around you with your fingertips. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. Now let's add on a little bit of movement. Let's reach the arms out to the sides and rise them up. And then we're going to step the right foot out to the right, but curve the torso over to the left. When we breathe in, we're going to come back home and just curve the torso to the right. Inhale, go ahead, step out, exhale your breath. Inhale, come on up. Again, we'll exhale, step out and curve to the left as you step right, step it together and curve to the right. One more time, exhale. One more time, inhale. Let's come on back to the center. Take a breath in. This time your left foot steps out, but you're going to curve over to the right. Breathe in through the center, curve over to the left. Exhale, step out and over to the right. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, step out and over. One more time. Let's breathe in through center and release your arms. Terrific. Let's invite your feet to step wide. And let's turn your right leg out. So your right toes face forward. You're going to turn your left thigh in a little bit. And we're going to bend the right knee straight ahead of you. So this is warrior two, right? Let's inhale and turn the palms to the sky. And let's tilt back, peaceful warrior. Breathe through the center and take your hips over your right thigh. You can put your right forearm on your ground, or on your thigh rather, and reach your left arm over your ear, side angle pose. Breathe your breath in strong through your legs. Breathe your breath out. Now, truthfully, most of our motions happen in a variety of planes at the same time. So even in this shape, we've got a little rotation. That's not purely the frontal plane. but it's mostly. Let's take one more breath. And as you breathe in, let's come up and let's tilt it on back, peaceful warrior. Let's breathe back through the center. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes. Rotate your thigh out and bend your knee. So now we've got warrior 2 on the left side. Again, you're working to keep your pelvis pretty neutral front to back. You can rotate a little bit your right hip forward so that your left knee stays pointing forward. As you breathe in, take your palms to the sky. We'll tilt back. This is where side bend feel. As you breathe in, we'll come through warrior 2. Bend your left elbow. Tilt your pelvis over your thigh. And breathe. Strong through your back leg as you reach. Through the crown of your head, through your right fingertips. And then we'll add in that little bit of rotation that happens in this shape. And breathe. And then next time you inhale, come on up. As you exhale, we'll tilt back again. Good. Let's inhale through the center. Straighten your leg. Turn your toes. Let your arms drop down. And heel toe your feet all the way to touch or hips width. Great. Let's kneel down. And you can have a blanket under your knees if you like. We're going to take your left leg out to the side. Your heel on the ground, the toes up. You could even put a little padding under your heel if you like. You're going to breathe your right arm up, and we're going to make a little side bend over here. This is parighasana gate pose. So more of this, I find, happens through the waist, less in the hips. So this nice side bending quality. So you can enjoy some breath here, breathing in your breath and breathing out your breath. Now, like the previous pose, side angle pose, it could have a little rotational quality as you turn your heart a little skyward. Either way is great. But if we want to stay more purely frontal, you'll take it more of a side bend with your chest pointing forward. Let's take one more. And then as you inhale, come on up. You can bend your knee, bring your knee back underneath you, and then we'll step your other foot out. Turn your thigh out, your heel on the ground. So I'd love for you to have your kneecap and your toes facing the sky and this nice feeling of heaviness through this hip crease. Go ahead and breathe up tall through your left arm and imagine you're drawing up through your outer left hip as you side bend over to your right. Again, we're going to work more purely in this frontal plane, so we'll keep the belly and the chest facing forward. And enjoy some breath right along this left side waist. Imagine your left lung expanding out to the left. Let's enjoy one more breath. And then as you breathe in, come on up. Take your arm out and down, bend your knee, and bring it back in. If you want to, you can sit right up on a block here and just take a moment, again, to notice the residue of your practice. How did those movements feel? Was there anything that felt new? Anything that felt familiar? Is your body craving something else? Or do you feel content? When you're ready, breathe your eyes back open. And so there's just a little taste of frontal plane movement. It might be interesting to notice how your body responded. I know for me, that always feels so delicious in my body. So I always try to put some kind of side bending quality movement in my practice, sidestepping something, just to balance out all the forward stuff of regular life. If you enjoyed this and you'd like to learn more, you can visit my website, thisisyourbliss.com, and you can read more about it and also find out ways to work with me, classes and videos and things like that. Thank you so much for meeting me here today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.